For millions of years, sword fern has been growing with redwoods in the redwood forest, growing all along the coast of Northern California. And it's a fascinating species because it tracks weather conditions in the redwood forest. It's an amazing indicator of how the droughts are affecting our redwood forest and where there are places in the redwood forest that are really wet, dark, and dank and great for redwood trees and their ferns that grow below them. Since 2012, we've been tracking the health and vigor of western sword fern in the coast redwood forest across an array of 120 plots. In each of these forest plots, we go in, we count the ferns, and we measure the size of their leaves. Amazingly, these leaves change in size depending on how much rain and fog is coming into the forest. What we've found is that populations of sword fern towards the northern end of California in the redwood forest are almost twice as tall as the sword ferns at the southern part of the redwood range. So already the ferns are showing us how different climate is within the coast redwood ecosystem. What we've been fascinated to learn from the plots we've been studying for the last 4 years is that over the recent drought, this really intense, dry condition with warm weather, we've seen the ferns literally shrink. They have lost a lot of their leaf area. They have fewer leaves per individual plant, and the leaves are shorter. And the cool thing is about this project is we're able to readily go out and do measurements on ferns and capture that kind of data. Ultimately, we want to know where the redwood trees, which are the backbone of the forest, are thriving and where they're going to do well over time as climate continues to change. We're so lucky that the western sword fern is this amazing indicator of where the forest is healthy, where there's a lot of fog and rain coming in. Those are the places where we see a lot of ferns. The ferns have really long green leaves. Those are places we want taken care of to make sure that those habitats will be great refuges as climate changes in the future. We're so grateful for all the volunteers that have come out and taken measurements alongside Save the Redwood League staff as we measure the health of sword fern throughout the ecosystem. There's a very simple way for you to get involved in the project. If you're interested, we'd love to have your help. If you go hiking with a smartphone, Android, or an iPhone, you can use the iNaturalist application to take a photo of ferns that you're finding. So we really don't know where all the ferns are, so the first thing that can help is just to let us know where are the ferns. The second thing is to let us know when these plants are putting on new leaves. They come up as coiled fiddleheads, and by tracking when you see those fiddleheads in the forest, it helps us know when to go and do these health checkups for the ferns, help us understand where the sword ferns are growing, and take some simple measurements of how healthy those ferns are. All the data will be captured by Save the Redwood League scientists, and we'll be using that to identify places in the forest that are doing the best during climate change.